Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 73, I think, of the Southampton Football Manager series. And yes, you might be seeing at the top of the fixtures, not looking at the league straight away, we haven't played any games. We've got that Chelsea quarter-final. After talking to some people and talking with myself in my head, I thought, yes, I am going to play it because it's an important game. It's one of his biggest quarter-final, furthest we've ever gone. But it isn't really helping that the second in the league played an extra game as well. Man United running away with the league for the third time running now, as we sit 19th in the league with a game over Norwich, Bournemouth and Newcastle. But of course, a 4-0 against Watford, who are now in 10th, wasn't bad. So we're going into this off a huge win with this direct counter-attack new style that we're playing, and hopefully it might work against the big team. And we've got a lot of players out for this next game against Chelsea. A lot of players tired as well, but I've kept most of them in. The bulk in midfield are all fatigued, but I just need them to play in this quarter-final with Pinnock in the net. Gotts, Burns, Soyuncu and Diggy at the back. Gotts going to right back and Tony dropping out because he was very tired. With Ward-Prowse and Turnbull in the CDM positions. Bob, Evander and Gordon, who scored in one of the earlier rounds. Plus, Emile Smith-Rowe is cup-tied on the left with Abdallah up front, hoping he can get that counter-attacking goal. I hope Jody Morris has done his background research. He don't really need to, does he? It was the Chelsea assistant. Hopefully he knows how to get in the players' heads. And the Chelsea team, I think these beat us, 3-0 last time out, and we actually played well against them. Edouard on his own up front. Mason Mount, Kovacic, Tomori, Richarlison, Kepa in the net. It's going to be a very difficult challenge, but hopefully our counter-attacking play can do it for us. I'm going to say, I think it was assertively we used in the Watford game. I'm going to say, we've got nothing to lose, boys. Focus on the league, but I'd really love it if you got a result. And here we go. They've had 2 shots in the first minute. Don't make it a long game. Who's that Lakeland fella as well? He must be a regen at the Lamb position. He's worth 40 million. Their team is amazing with Gomez taking the throw into Mason Mount. Player 1, 2, 3, 4. Gomez to Richarlison. Richarlison moving back. Gomez with the ball again. Just need to put a tackle in there, please, as Wober gets the ball over the top. Maximilian Wober scores the first goal. It's going to be a long one again. Ndidi with the ball. Why do we just play so inconsistently bad? As Wober just puts it in straight past Sean Pinnock. I'm going to encourage the boys as they have the ball again. Kovacic in the middle to Mason Mount now. Mason Mount to come forward. Gives it to Richarlison. Don't let them score 2 already. That's us out already as Lakeland has a header. And it was almost in. But they still got the corner. If they score, I'm honestly tempted to make changes straight away, but Oscar Bob, get this counter-attack on. We play counter-attacking football. This is perfect for us as Tomori wipes him out. Tomori, yellow card, that should be a red. David Turnbull though with the free kick, we know how good he is, and the header from Soyuncu! We're back on level terms. Kaglar with the back post header. Come on, big man. Free kick scored on the counter-attack. I've said play for set piece as well. Our tactics are finally working. 1 shot all game, and it's Soyuncu, of course it is. Both defenders scoring for each team. Oh, what a goal. I know we're getting hammered, but if we could take this all the way to extra time or something, I'd be delighted as we've got the ball again. Pinnock over to Abdallah. Get on the counter-attack again. Oscar Bob with the ball into Turnbull. We could not make this too cool. Be Soyuncu, or should I say Ward-Prowse now, gives it to Oscar Bob. Playing really well at the moment. Oscar Bob comes inside, gives it to Abdallah. Turn, please. Evander, Bob, Ward-Prowse, come on, shoot. Oh, it's blocked. And now they can counter-attack. End-to-end stuff here. Lakeland coming forward. Put a tackle in, please. Don't let him get a shot off. He's had the shot, hit the post. Free kick for Diggy though, and if you don't mess it up and we can get to the other side of the field, we've got a good chance on here. Let them put the pressure on us. That's what we've done wrong. We've put the pressure on when we should be soaking it and going after them. But now they have the ball and coming at us with Joe Gomez, I think it is. He's played well, got past the defender Diggy, puts the ball in. Lakeland arises, and he's hit the woodwork for the 3rd time. Diggy with another free kick as well. Does the same to Soyuncu. Diggy gives it back to Soyuncu. Now Burns with it. Burns hoofs it forward to Abdallah. They've won it. Gordon doesn't get there again. And Mason Mount to come forward. Put the pressure on Kovacic with the ball in the middle of the park. Kovacic comes down the left-hand side to Wober, the goal scorer. Maximilian tackled by Bob. Good tackle. Retsos with the ball now to Fikayo Tomori. Tomori goes over the top. Gordon's intercepted. Thought we could have got a counter on then as Lakeland comes through. And he's finally scored the goal he deserves. Oh, we haven't played well, but we've held on, which is what I want from our tactics now. As Lakeland just goes over the top and scores. It told me to take Bob off as well just then, because he's not playing well. But I thought he had done. But at half time, I'm probably going to take him off for fitness as we're 2-1 down. We've done well, boys. Passionately say, we've got to make up for it in the second because we deserve to still be in this game. You weren't bad. I have faith in you all. You've held on and kept your part in this game, but I'm going to make some subs just for the league because, of course, that is in the big run as we've got to take Turnbull off, who is a bit tired. Put Simon on. Maybe Evander as well. No, he ain't tired. Oscar Bob for Rack. I'll give Rack a bit of game time. Corner ball for Chelsea as well as they receive the ball. Mason Mount to whip it in. Mason Mount to Red Sauce. Don't let him score again. It's over the bar. Oh, now we're on now. They've had 30 shots, the most I've ever seen in one game. It's embarrassing, but at least we're not getting smashed, which is a testament to his playing style. Talk so much tactics in this game, but we just need to get the win. It's not worth it if we don't win. 2-1 down in this quarterfinal. We'll give it a good go as Lakeland makes it 3-1. He's been pushing on. If this were a league game, I'd probably be a bit more furious because they deserve to win the game, yeah, with the amount of shots they've had, but we've held on for this long to lose 3-1, but because it's the FA Cup game and it's not really the priority, we've only come on a bit of trip to make a bit of money, and we've done okay. Last couple of minutes now as well as they've had 35 shots all game. Oh, as they've got another one, Mason Mount to Tomori. We can't lose 4-1. 4-1's pushing it in a FA Cup game. We shouldn't be losing that far in the quarter-final as well. As Mason Mount whips the corner in, Burns heads it away straight to Ndidi. Ref, just blow your whistle now. Take a 3-1 defeat to Chelsea, the second place. Still could be more. Lakeland on a hat-trick to Christiansen. He's still at the club. Ndidi with it now. Switches it over to Reece Nelson, but that's the game. 38 shots to 6 and we only lost 3-1. That's okay. As I'm going to say passionately, I was pleased with the performance. You gave it a good go. Then Jody Morris ruins my team talk. Okay. As always. Yes, we will look back on it with pride. A good run to the quarterfinals, and the second place team in the league beat us 3-1, which is better than what they beat us in the league. They beat us 3-0 in the league, I think I said at the start. Decent. Now we've got a break to go to Newcastle away at St James's Park, we're bottom of the league, and hopefully we get a big win there. Oh no! Norwich beat Arsenal 1-0. Oh, with 4 points behind, but of course Newcastle should be a game we're winning. Need to make it back to 1. And I'm starting to think that the Premier League just doesn't want us in this division because we've got a... What's happened? Hit the player with an additional 2-match ban. Yeah, he's got 3 games off. Don't give him 5. That's way overstepping the mark. They know we're in a relegation battle, so that's why they're doing it to us. And that's the first for the team of the week. How many players? 5. Turnbull, Smith Rowe, Southampton, Burns and Tony, all in the team of the week. Shame we couldn't do that since the start of the season. And look at that. Getting very, very lucky at the moment. Yes, Diggy is suspended and Roberts is still injured, but Emil Smith Rowe's not cup tied. Gavin Stokes is back. And Diaz is back on the bench as keeper, very needed. And here is the team as Diaz returns to the starting 11. He is fit for this game, and he's in the net. Diaz with Tony, Burns, Soinko and Gotts at the back. Turnbull and Ward-Prowse in the CDM positions with Bob, Evander and Emil Smith-Rowe back again in the cam/wing roles, and Stokes up front. Hopefully he can carry on where he left off with a couple of cheeky goals. And these are actually on better form than we are. Steve Lucas playing against us. They've got Bran Mendes, Scott McTominay, Longstaff and Ketty on the wing, and Scott up front, who almost scored against us last time. Keeping the same style of play, and I've skipped the team talk. Why have I done that? However, it still could work. 2 minutes in, Turnbull with a free kick and hits the post. And we've got another free kick. Turnbull, good with these in-swingers, goes in, but Mendes gets it away. Ward-Prowse on the end of it against his former team, of course, as always. We like to say that as Tony has the ball, gives it back to Robbie Gotts, over the top to Oscar Bob, got injured on international duty, back as well with Emil Smith-Rowe, a little injury and a little miss. And now they have a free kick, Alan St. Maximin, don't let Sutter score, it's over the bar, we can't give him chances like that. And now we have another one of ourselves, Ward-Prowse into Stokes, just score one. And in this first 35 minutes, there's just been so many just missed opportunities. And we don't want to go into the break 0-0, but at least I'll get a team talk. But they have a highlight. Miranda throws it to Steve Lucas, our ex-boy who we brought through. And Ketty now with the ball. Gives it back to Steve Lucas to the edge. Scott McTominay put the pressure on him. Longstaff hits it from range and it's over the bar, thank the Lord. And that's half-time. Getting absolutely smashed here in Newcastle. Got to be aggressive. I'm far from pleased. Get a result, boys. A highlight from Miranda once more. Scott McTominay to come forward. Get there. Oh, Jallow just watched it. Gotts gets it though. Good on you. Still awake. And Jallow to come forward. Abu Jallow can't find a man. Gives it inside to Longstaff. Evander's got it somehow. Evander back to Jallow. Need a run round this left-hand side. Turnbull. Ward-Prowse. Evander back to Ward-Prowse. Over the top. Oscar Bob. Getting closer to the net. Oscar Bob round his man. And Oscar Bob gets his 8th of the season. On the hour mark, we have the lead. I can't say it's been coming. We've had the chances, missed a lot, and they've had more shots. So yeah, we probably don't deserve to be winning. But I will take this all day long. Oscar Bob with the nutmeg as well. And in the top corner. Just need to hold on now. I'll take Evander off as well for Simon. He can have a bit more game time. They have a highlight as well. Longstaff throws it in. We need to get this ball. Gavin Stokes, the striker, hasn't done much in this game. Gives it to Soyuncu. Jallow out to Robbie Gotts. Been unfairly dropped for most of the season. And he's played so well when he's come back into the squad for Diggy. Mendes with the ball now as well. Hoofs it to Eddie and Nketiah. Ward-Prowse to get their second. Tony now gives it to Finley Burns. Let's just get forward. Forward. Positive now. Tony with the ball to Burns again. Over the top. And that's straight to Mendes. What is that? Hopefully we can still get something as Soyuncu puts a good ball over to Oscar Bob. Ward-Prowse now in the middle. Straight through to Gavin Stokes. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Gavin, finish please. There we go. Gavin Stokes with the 14th. Not in the Premier League, but altogether good finish. Oh God, it feels nice to have a striker scoring as well as Ward-Prowse whaps it forward. Whaps? What does that mean? As Gavin Stokes just rounds Lopez to put it in the bottom corner. With 10 minutes left on the clock, a 2-0 lead looks a good one. Let's have a look at the league table. Still in 19th. Bournemouth and Norwich only within 1 point though, which is a good thing. And we don't play, I don't think we play many big teams left. I think we've got Manchester City. And that's about it. We've got Fulham in the next game in this episode, so hopefully we can get a win there. As the ball goes in the box and Burns clears it. 5 minutes of added time. All up though, there we go. A 2-0 win away at St James's Park. A really good result for the boys. Passionately say, I am proud of the performance. We stay within Norwich. If we'd have lost that game, we were definitely going down. And that isn't a good sign as well, is it? An 89th minute goal from Bournemouth. Fortunately though, I'd already looked at that and took it into account. I thought they already had 27 points. If they would have lost that, we could have leapfrogged them. So, a bit disappointing. But we've got to focus on ourselves as Ward-Prowse gets the man of the match against his old team. Superb performance from you. All the managers spotted. And yeah, going into the next game against Fulham. And Fulham have just beaten Leicester 3-2. Which is a good result for them. They're up to 11th. Doing well at Fulham. Hopefully we can knock them off it though. And going into this next game against Fulham, it's an unchanged lineup with Diaz in the net, Tony, Burns, Soyuncu and Gotts at the back with Turnbull and Ward-Prowse both in the CDM positions with Oscar Bob, Evander and Emil Smith-Rowe in the cam/wings with Stokesy up front. That's his new name. And Fulham's team, Balogun up front, of course, the old player, Callum Slattery as well, Dan James, Anhurin, he's a good little youth player from Chelsea. Passionately say, been on a good run lately, so please perform because this game is as vital as the rest of them to stay in the Premier League. And 15 minutes in, they have the first highlight of the St Mary's here. Callum Slattery with the ball, keeps it around the corner to Matt O'Reilly. Pazala with the ball now. Matt O'Reilly again, who scored, I think, a 90th minute goal against us last time and a hat-trick, or it might have been the season before when we were in the Premier League. I know the beat us undeservedly as Eric Conser puts it out to Dan James. Jack Stacey making the run around. Please put a stop to his run, but no penalty. Dan James puts it in. Chizarella over the bar. And yes, we're back to the cautious mentality. I think it worked against Newcastle, the positive, because they're below us in the league and they're really struggling. So gone back to this as Chizarella stops Bob from running, but Emil Smith-Rowe has the ball back and he needed to do better there. It always tells me Oscar Bob's playing really bad, but the highlights, it looks magnificent as we're going into half-time. 0-0, not the worst, but I'd like to have more shots. But of course, we are playing this new thing that we're playing. We can move out the relegation zone if we win here. Passionately say to them all, you weren't bad, but I have faith, so get better. And Turnbull with the ball into Gotts. Gotts whips it forward, looking for Evander. Jack Stacey with the ball. Eric Conser out to Boyce Clark. Oh, he was moving back a bit. Anhurin as well. Now gives it to Matt Riley. Anhurin with the ball back. Anhurin running at the defence. That's a shot. It's just wide. Oscar Bob is actually playing a 6.2, which isn't very impressive. Might have to take him off soon. But we've got a corner here. Ward-Prowse to whip it in. Oh, Nemecha away at the front post. Evander to pick up the pieces, put it back in. And don't let them counter-attack on us. That's our set piece as we have to defend Balogun. Don't give a penalty away. He's got in between us. How has he morphed his way through? And Florent Balogun scores, and it counts. Let's have a look at this goal. Feeling a bit cheered up by this drink, though. So I'll have this as we watch the goal back. Balogun got past Gotts and put it in the bottom corner. Oh, I've got to improve. Going to try and stick Abdallah up front now for Gavin Stokes. Actually, I might put them up front together. But is there a highlight here? There is, as Gavin Stokes has the ball one-on-one. Can he finish? How have you afforded to get tackled? Come on, attacking now, attacking, not cautious, it ain't working as Gavin Stokes gets the ball over the top, hits it, and you can't be missing that. Come on, put everyone on now. Take Ward-Prowse off here and put Simon in cam. Turnbull can drop on his own, and let's try and get this win. Ultra attack it now, make the changes, shout encouragement, we need this goal. It says his defence is doing well as well, I don't know how, as it's gonna be 1-0. They're gonna get an undeserved win once again. And it's that old man, he wants to haunt us. Why does Balogun want to do this to us? Relegate us, this is unacceptable, boys. Could have moved out then. And at least Bournemouth got spanked by Man City 5-1, and we've still got Norwich with the game in hand over us, so hopefully they don't win that. But apart from that, I'd say, although we've only won one game and we've lost two, it's been quite productive. We did okay in the quarter-final, we won the game that we needed to win, and this game, yeah, we shouldn't have lost it, but we did, and we've just got to move on. So unfortunately, guys, as I'll show you the league table again, but I've just said it so you don't really need to see it, we sit 19th, with, I think, the last episode in the next one. So I'll play 2 or 3 games off screen, hopefully trying to avoid relegation. And apart from that, I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more of this series as we move into, what, season 7, 6, 5? I don't know, but it isn't next. It's the one after the next episode where we will move into that season. And I will see you all in a bit. Peace.